What's up, y'all? It's been a minute. Welcome back to the Daily Dose. I'm your host, Alizemills, and this is the Daily Dose, where you already know, baby, we be doing the most. Okay. If you haven't started following me on Instagram, follow me at alize.mills.one. Also, you can add me on Facebook at alizemills. And also, you can, if you have any personal questions or any comments that you would like to share with me or you would like to collab with me, just email me at alizemills6@gmail.com and alizemills@gmail.com. Okay, let's go ahead and get into this live. As you can see, this is starting a new chapter in my life. I just turned 25 a couple of days ago, so woo woo. No, I'm joking. No, but I just turned 25. Damn, I feel old. I feel old. Like I feel really old, honestly. I'm getting up there. I'm close to 30s, man. Man. But anyway, so I just turned 25. I've been First, let me tell y'all what's been going on. Okay? I haven't really been feeling like myself lately. I haven't really been sleeping. For any new subscribers, if you really don't know, you could watch my older videos. They will let you know, the type of medication that I take and how I do see a psychiatrist. And actually, I don't have a therapist at the moment, but I will be having a therapist. But I do have a psychiatrist. I do take medication. I have 4 different mental illnesses. If you want to see, just go ahead and watch the videos. I have BPD. I have what else? BP, which is BD, bipolar disorder, and bipolar disorder 2. And I also have major depressive disorder, and I have anxiety. Okay, so yeah, pretty much almost everything. Just almost everything. But I want to let y'all know though. But I have a new medication they actually prescribed me. This is hydroxyzine. Okay, this medication. If you don't know me, then you got to go watch my other videos because every medication that I take, I always research it. I always write down what are the different types of side effects. What am I taking? I ask my psychiatrist these questions just so I am informed and I know what I'm taking. Most people don't like to take medication when they do have mental illnesses, and the reason is because people don't want to be addicted to medication. And it's very true because once you start to take the medication, your body becomes immune to it. And once your body starts to become immune to the medication that you take, if you stop taking it and then you start again, it's like, what is this? It's like a foreign like substance in your body. It's very new to it. So basically hydroxine is supposed to help me, as you can see, for bedtime and for anxiety. Okay. This is what it's supposed to do as needed. So I take it as needed. So I want to say that ever since I was on this medication, I barely started it, and this was yesterday. And I'm going to tell you right now, I've been feeling very drowsy. I've been sleeping too much, and it's been terrible. I'm gonna just be real with you. Like on an honest note, I haven't really been wanting to talk to anybody, and since I haven't been on my medication for a while, I chose to actually, go to marijuana because marijuana actually does help me sleep. So I used to smoke marijuana years ago, but then I stopped smoking marijuana and then I started back smoking marijuana. So I started to do that and I realized that it actually does help me to go to sleep. It's not to really, and even though, it gets you high and it puts you in that state, it's still like at the end of the day, look, I don't have to focus on the problems that I have right now. I could just sit here, smoke this marijuana and chill straight up. So really, I've just been like feeling out of place. And the reason I'm ready to start this new chapter in my life and to really get and move forward is because I feel like there's so many good opportunities and there's so many, new things that are coming in and it's coming in so fast. And I'm just like, wow, like some people, they want to live in their comfort zone. Some people want to stay inside of a box. I'm curious. I don't want to stay outside. I don't want to stay inside of a box. If it means that I have to go and travel to see something different or be around new people in a new environment, then that's something that I will do because that's where my mindset is. It's okay. Forget what you talking about. you gonna stay in a box and do what you do. You're familiar. People stay in the same position and stay where they're at because they're familiar with it and because they don't want change. Although my ascendant is a Taurus and I view things in the eyes of a Taurus does, I still seek change. I still seek doing something new. And even if it is scary to me, I'm willing to take that chance and to risk it. How they would say, go where there is no path. Because if you decide to go where there is a path, you're going to always play it safe in life. And I don't want to play it safe in life. I'd rather risk it and to go where there is no path and see what's at the end. And sometimes at the end just might not be what you did expect. It might be something greater than that. It might be something better than that, And I feel like my spirit guides and my angels are on my side as well as my ancestors. And I feel like wherever I go, wherever I am in this world, I will be safe. I will be good. I will be fine. You know what I'm saying? And I know we have to think about the bad things that are going to occur, but I'm going to be real with you. At this point in my life, I just feel like, you know what? I just want to be at peace. I want to be at peace. I don't want to argue with nobody. I don't want no type of negativity in my life. I don't want to continue to, I don't want to continue to have people in my life that I know that are only going to cause me more drainage mentally, spiritually, emotionally. I want to take the steps of doing something different and making that, taking that chance. Okay. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. Since I've been on my medication, the medication kind of makes me feel a little slow. So if I say certain things, please don't judge me because the medication does make you slow. And I'm going to get into that because I do want to let people know who do have mental illnesses, you are not alone. Okay. Actually, my girlfriend doesn't like when I say mental illnesses because it's an illness, but that's what it's called. But at the same time, I want to say that that's your superpower. Let's call it that. If you have schizophrenia, your superpower, bipolar disorder, your superpower. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, let's turn it around real quick. You know what I'm saying? But so yeah, like my whole thing is I've just like I don't know. Like I've been to LA. I went back to my hometown. You already know LA, baby, South Central. Say, you know how we do it. Yes, I'm from South Central, baby. I'm from South Central LA. Yes, I am not from Lancaster. I am from South Central LA, born and raised, baby. Well, I wasn't born there, but I was raised there. So anyway, I went back to my hometown and I was there and I realized that while being there, I started to get depressed. There's so many memories that I have being there. There's so many things that have happened to me in my life in South Central to where I just look at it and I'm just like, damn, like, I'm just happy that I made it out. I'm happy that I was able to go farther. And just recently, I actually had gotten to it with my mother and my sister told me that everything that I have done, I have failed. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. I have procrastinated majority of my life because of certain things that I have allowed to push me back and continue to hold me back in my life. But at this point, I'm not holding back no more. Okay. I do want to say this before I do move on and continue with the live. I do want to say that the reason I'm uploading my lives is because I need a new computer and my camera, my computer is not allowing me to upload the videos that I want to post and put on there. So I'm not gonna let that stop me. I'm gonna just do live. Um, but I will let you guys know and inform you when and what time I'm going live and stuff like that. Have it scheduled, all of that. It's a lot of new stuff that's gonna be coming, y'all. So just ride with me. You know what I'm saying? It like I said, I'm gonna keep giving it my all and stuff like that. But as I was saying, I have I've made many mistakes. I've done things in my life that I'm not proud of. I've said things to people that I'm not proud of. I've hurt people, but I have chose to forgive in myself and say that's the old chapter. This is a new chapter. This is a new beginning. This is who I am. I don't want to continue to settle for less. I refuse to put myself in a state of thinking that I'm not deserving of prosperity, of wealth, and not seeing myself where I actually truly want to be. I refuse to continue to allow people to think for me and to make my decisions. I refuse to put myself in a box, and I refuse to have people step on me. People will only do what you allow them to do. And that's something as people, the kind people, the people who are, the people who are kind, the people who are generous. We allow people to step on us sometimes. And sometimes we have to tell ourselves no. We have to say, no, I'm not going to allow you to do this. You ain't got to yell and say, well, you know what? F you and this, that, and the third. You don't have to do all that. You just have to be assertive and assert yourself and say, look, I'm not going to allow you to continue to speak to me that way. Because majority of the time, people are battling with the insecurities and the negative thoughts and feelings that they have of themselves. I put myself in a box of where people have always made my decisions. They've always chosen, they always said, this is what Alizé wants. But I've never asked myself, what does Alizé want? What does Alizé truly, truly want? You know? And honestly, it's really like I don't want to continue to do that and put myself inside of that box. And I'm pretty sure you don't want to continue to put yourself inside of a box. So why even allow people to run over us? Why allow people to let me tell you something. Let people say what they're gonna say, but don't allow them to do things that they're gonna do to you. Like if it's disrespecting you, if you know it's crossing your boundaries, then that's where you gotta say something. And, going back to when I had got into it with my mother and my sister. Now, my mother has never been in my life. She has never been a mother. And I don't care if you was to see this live. I'm going to be honest. I don't care. You were never in my life. She has never done anything. Okay, the only time my mother was in my life was when my uncle allowed her to come and pick me up on the weekend so I can go over her house. And sometimes I wouldn't barely go over there because she would lie and say she's going to come and get me, and she wouldn't even come and get me. And I don't like to be lied to. So my mother chose to say, I guess she thought it was okay to tell my sister that something bad was going to happen to me. And she told her something bad was going to happen to me. And then my sister said, oh, she informs me and she tells me, hey, Alizé, if you need somebody, if you need something, I'm here for you, etc., whatever. And I decided to open up to my sister personally. And I wish that I never opened up to my sister because everything I told her about me being in a mental hospital, being in a mental institution, and I still have that gown to this day just to remind me that I never want to be there again. Because if I don't get my life together and if I don't get my act together, that is exactly where I'm going to end up. And people think like you in a psych ward. Look, you just go there to just talk to people. I'm going to just be real with you. You really do. But at the same time, no one wants to be in a mental hospital. I'm sure you wouldn't. I don't either. But I decided to share that information with her, and she decided to throw everything back in my face on the day of my birthday. And the reason I don't like my birthday is because it's always like, I guess every year I try to ignore it because I don't want, like I don't want to really be like, oh, it's my birthday. But it's more like I just want peace, you know. And when my sister decided to throw that back in my face and certain things that she said about me failing, I said, you know what? I did fail. I failed a lot in my life, but at the same time, there's a reason why I'm in the position I'm in right now currently is not the position I want to be in, and it's not the position I'm going to be in forever. But at the same time, it would be worse if I was out there on the street strung out on drugs and probably out there doing things that, for money or for drugs. So I didn't turn to the streets. Okay. I could have, but I didn't. I was on the streets. I know what it feels like to be cold. I know what it feels like to be homeless. And even though, going from house to house and not being able to have a place to stay, I understand what that feels like. I do know. So even though I have been through certain things in my life, it's not what you go through, but it's how you overcome it. I've overcame a lot. I could have killed myself years ago. And even though I did try to attempt suicide after all these years, because I've always been suicidal, there's a difference from being suicidal and actually attempting suicide. Um, Although I did attempt suicide, I still told myself while I was in that mental hospital that I do not belong here. And I manifested to get out of there. And my spirit guides heard me, the universe heard me and said, honey, you do not belong here. I was in there for only 52 hours. They can only hold you for 72 hours. But I was only in there for 52 hours. And I wasn't even up there because they didn't even have any rooms. Like, I pointed up there because that's where the rooms and stuff was at, and where you would have a roommate and stuff. They didn't even have any rooms but everything happened for a reason. I did not belong there. I admitted myself in there, but I did not belong there. I did not belong in a mental hospital. Okay. But when I was in there, I learned a lot for those 52 hours. And I told myself, I'm not going to be a perfect person. And I don't see myself as striving to be perfect. But at the same time, I do see myself doing a lot more with my life and believing in myself and having faith in myself, because there's a lot of people who didn't have faith in me. Although I had that dispute with both my mother and my sister, it upset me. It put me into this place of, I wanted to break my phone. I was very mad. I was seeking back into my old ways. And, although we had that dispute, that argument, I felt like if you wanted to tell me something as my mother, then you need to tell me personally rather than trying to involve my sister. Because I am the oldest out of all my sisters and my brothers. So with that being said, you should just talk to me rather than, and I didn't want to talk to my mother because she threatened to beat me, apparently, if I wasn't to move with my sister and, get out of the position that I'm in right now. And I was just like, why would I do that? So I was like, no, I'm not doing that. I have my own plans, and I'm going to go where, like I said, I'm going to go where I know, not where I want to say I'm comfortable, but where I know where I will have peace, because I will never be comfortable. I don't want to be comfortable, because comfortability is when you settle for comfortability, you get lazy. I don't want to do that. I want to be like, no, not comfortable, but more at peace, and just be like, I can think clearly. I can do things now. I can get things done. I can, sometimes we do need an extra push. Sometimes people do need help. Even people who are self-made, we all need help. It's not going to be easy out here. It's not. People are going to use you. People are going to treat you like shit. People are going to talk about you. People are going to make you feel like you're not good enough. But it's up to you to really ask yourself and say, is that really true? Or should I really allow what other people, perceive of me to, make me feel a certain kind of way? Because at the end of the day, it's really our choice. It's our decision. And I think the one thing that really gets to me is that even though I blocked both my sister and my mother, because in my mind, I'm thinking, you cannot tell me what I can and cannot do with my life, especially as an adult. You will not be the person to try to come back into my life and think that you can just walk into my garden and mess up my garden, that I am watering these plants every day. I am giving them life. I am giving them sunlight. I am giving them water. And you decide to come back and think that you have a say so. You have no say so, because you didn't do it then. So why are you doing it now? And that's no disrespect, but that's pure honesty. And I feel like, honestly, I've come to this place in my life where I am starting a new chapter, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, financially, and just all together. And I feel like this new chapter is going to, I just keep getting signs from the universe that this chapter in my life, this new chapter, is to not be afraid. Am I nervous? I'm scared as fuck. I'm very nervous. I've never done this. But I feel like this is an opportunity to where, like my therapist told me, she said, honestly, Alize, people are always going to be comfortable, and they're going to always want to hold you back because they're comfortable where they're at. You want to get out of your comfort zone. You want to do something new. It's okay to try a different ice cream. It's okay to try different candy. It's okay to try different foods, because you don't know, you might just like it. If you stay and you're consistent with the same stuff, you're going to get tired of it. But that's all you know, because that's all you've experienced. Sometimes we have to experience new things in our lives in order to find out who we really are, and to order to find out the things that we like, what we want to do, where we want to go, how we want to, shit, if you want to goddamn Dress differently, try different stuff. Oh, this is my crutch, by the way. Try different stuff. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you something. Cheerios. You see this? Cheerios? Yeah, Cheerios. Let me tell you something. I didn't even know I liked the regular kind without sugar in it. But how would I have known that if I didn't try it? I wouldn't have known it. I probably wouldn't have liked it. But I did. So it's okay to do something different. Because if you don't do something different, you just gonna be the same. You just gonna be like that next person. Oh no, I'd rather stay where I'm at because I'm comfortable here. Because I know people here. Okay, it's okay to know people, but let me tell you something. Sometimes it's okay to change different environments and meet new people and do new things and be in a new environment. You don't know if you don't try it. Right? And see, that is something that I feel that everybody should do. Because if you don't, you will forever be in a box. You will forever put yourself there. And I feel like with me starting this new chapter in my life, I will learn a lot. And the chapter has already started. The chapter has already begun. But with me starting this is like, damn, this is something different. This is something new for me. And it's because I want to do it. Right? And I'm going to let y'all know what it is because I'm going to be uploading a video of me and what I did. I ain't going to share it now, but I'm going to let y'all know what it is later on. But, like I said, I had to really think about a lot of stuff. With me not being on my medication, I feel like I'm able to clearly think about a lot of stuff. But when I'm on medication, it clogs my memory. It fogs my memory. It fogs just everything, and it just makes me kind of whoopy. Like it makes me out of it, and I don't want to be on the medication. Because one thing my sister did say that was right was that you don't need to be taking this prescribed medication, which is very true. I don't believe I should be taking the medication because honestly, I feel like it's not helping me. It's only impairing me and it's only creating a deeper chemical imbalance. And it's not working out for me whatsoever. So I need to do something different. But, as I was saying, I had blocked both of my sister and my mother because I felt like at that time they was like, you need to be with family. I'm going to be honest. I left my family years ago. Okay. There was a situation that had happened. And that situation that happened with me and my family, it had to do with me leaving. And I left because I wanted to be free because I didn't have any freedom. And I left years ago for a reason. And the reason I left was because I felt like I needed to escape. And I need to be in a different place. And it wasn't good. It didn't go the way I thought it would go. He told me all lies. And he led me on and made me think that he actually loved me. And in reality, he really didn't love me. That man was lying. He was cheating. He was conniving. It was just ridiculous. So, I made that mistake and then I messed up. But at the same time, I feel like you can't always compare the next individual to the past, you know? So now I feel like I'm at this place where I know that I am the creator of my reality. And I know that in the end, I am, you know, I control what's going on in my life. You know what I'm saying? I control what's going on in my life. You feel me? So I am the creator of my reality. And I'm not going to allow what other people say and how other people feel about certain things to stop me from excelling because it is time for growth. It's time for change. It's time for a new environment. It's time to be around new people. It's time to do something that is going to make me feel at peace. Because all my life I've never felt at peace. All my life I felt sad, I felt angry, I felt hurt, I felt like I just wanted to just end so much. And I could have ended my life years ago, but I didn't. I didn't. Everything that I went through, despite whatever I went through, I kept going regardless. With me doing CNA, with me, I manifested to becoming a nurse assistant. I had a dream board. I wrote down what I wanted to be and I manifested it. I really did. And it happened. I manifested to get into the college program. I spoke that into existence. And, I feel like when I say that I have manifested prosperity, wealth, and abundance into my life, yes, it is true. A lot of people believe that you have to believe it when you see it. I believe it and I don't even see it. It's not even, you have to believe in the unseen before you can actually witness and experience and bear the fruits, and and be able to eat upon the fruits that you know what I'm saying, that you created, you created, you know what I'm saying. So it's like you got to believe in the unseen. You got to put yourself in a position of, I believe in this regardless whether I see it or not. If you know that you're doing whatever you need to do behind closed doors, that's all that matters. I haven't been on YouTube in a while. I haven't posted my lives in a while because I've been going through a very depressed I've been going through a very deep depression. And my depression, I'm happy to say that I don't have my suicidal thoughts that I would have. It's more of a depression of, you know what, Alize, it's time to spread your wings, and I tell myself, I talk to myself, I talk to my inner child. I let my inner child know that I love you. And, taking, and honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. This doesn't mean now that I'm in this place of, okay, I know that I have people that love me and care about me. In the end, I still have to love me and care about me. You know what I'm saying? And remember that I am worthy, I am deserving. And that's something I want you to know, the person watching this. You are worthy, you are deserving of anything that you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Don't allow anything to stop you from wherever you want to be in this lifetime. Because let's be honest, we create the circumstances that are around us. I don't blame my mother and my dad for anything of my financial problems. I don't blame them. It's not, why would I blame them? No, they have nothing to do with this. Because I am the person who likes to think of it as, damn, money comes and goes. Money don't come and go, baby. Money, like Reverend Ike said, money is a high, classy, value woman that you gotta love and value. Okay, baby? That's what money is. You know what I'm saying? So my whole thing is, in the end, you gotta honestly realize and put yourself in a position of, you can do it. You can do anything. We can all do anything. And I feel like now, not with me, when I isolate myself from people, it's not because of these people, but it's really because I need to take the time to just kind of put myself in a position of thinking, like I really need to think about, what do I want, despite what everybody else is telling me. What do I want? What do I want to see? Who do I want to be? You know what I'm saying? And I like I said, I feel like the universe is giving me downloads. My angels are speaking to me. My spirit guides are speaking to me. I'm still meditating. I'm going to meditate tonight for 10 minutes every day. I'm going to really increase my meditation because, like I said, that argument that I had with my mom and my sister, it just drained me. And it just made me feel like, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of going back and forth with people. I'm tired of getting upset. I'm tired of getting angry. I'm tired of allowing people to make me feel a certain kind of way when, all honestly, they don't have control over my emotions. I do. It's okay to get upset. It's okay to feel it. But what I'm saying is, lashing out and, stooping to that person's level, like reacting. There's a difference between you reacting versus you responding. You know what I'm saying? So, I just was like, you know what? Nah, no. And I feel like, in the end of the day, people speak certain things into existence. But let me tell you something, baby. I'm all right. And I'm always be all right. Because Alizé has been through so much. I've been through so much where anything could have happened to me. I remember when I was walking the streets and I was cold and I was asking people, I said, do you have like an outlet where I could charge my phone? Because I was going to a place, right? And my friend, because I ended up homeless after my ex, because he kicked me out of his grandmother's house. And what happened was, I remember this. I remember one of my friends, she told me, she was like, hey, a homie, said that you could come stay at his crib, you feel me, but you're going to have a roommate. I was like, all right, bet, cool, I ain't tripping. Anywhere is good right now until I could get on my feet and get what I need so I could get gone. And I went to travel out into a far desk, like a far, like Bellflower, but far out there where I knew nobody. Some lady gave me a burger, but I didn't eat it. She gave me a burger. It was a double cheeseburger from McDonald's, and she gave it to me. And I was looking for this place, and I never found it. And I, came across this black guy, and this black guy that I came across, he was like, you're too smart to be out here, like you're too smart, like, you're very intelligent, like why are you out here on the streets? And I was like, I'm looking for a place. And he said it should be right here, but it was a lie. It wasn't even, I was very upset about that situation because the guy lied. So what happened was, he told me I could go back to where he lived. And he said, but his grandfather was there, so he wasn't sure if I could stay there, whatever the case was. So I was there, and I remember how cold I was. I was so cold. And I was sitting, like, how when you have like these houses or like the apartments and they have like a laundry unit. I was sitting in a laundry unit so cold I could feel like my bones, like it was just so cold, and it was icy. I never wanted to experience that feeling again. And I remember him saying, you know what, I'll let you stay here for the night. Now, this is a stranger I don't even know. I don't even know this man. He don't even know me. So I was cold, and he tried to hold me and cuddle me. And I was just like, okay. But then he tried to do, X, Y, and Z. He was trying to get some. I said, bro, like, stop, the first time. And then he was like, come on, come on. And I was like, no. And then he was like, you know what? All right, cool. I respect it. Now, you never know. Anything could have happened. Anything could have happened. But, it was just like he didn't, he respected the second time I told him. And, whatever. We just, he just held me because I was cold, and that was it. Then he gave me some money to get back to LA and, South Central. He gave me some money to get back there, and I got back there. And I remember my grandma and them, she let me stay there for a certain amount of time. And then that was when, I went back to school. I got my high school diploma when I was about, like, 21. And then I went back and I stayed with my dad, and then I went to Job Corps. And then once I went to Long Beach Job Corps, I came out here to Lancaster. So it was a lot. It was a lot. And like I said, I feel like at the end of the day, I don't look at what I don't have, but look at what I have accomplished. And I am the one who is paying to get my driver's license. Okay. I'm the one that's doing it. I'm the one that's, still making shit happen. Even if I'm low on income, I still make it happen regardless of any way I can. And that's something that I've always done. I've always been able to make it happen regardless. Okay? That's why I tell people I'll figure it out. I'll always figure it out because I always figure it out. Always figure it out. I don't care what it is, I always figure it out. You know? And honestly, I feel like at this point in my life, I just want to be at peace. And I'm not at peace. And peace, you can't. And I remember a friend telling me, you can't put a price on peace, a peace of mind, because your peace is everything. And my peace is everything. And I want that, you know? And it's time for me to have that. And it's time for me to begin this new chapter in my life and start somewhere new and start somewhere in a different environment. Even if that is starting over. I've started over so many fucking times in my life. And even when I started over, even when it was bad, even when it wasn't, it put me in the position, I still figured it out Because no matter what, something was watching over me, whether it was a guardian angel, whether it was whoever, my godmom that I don't even know, barely even met because she died years ago when I was a baby. You know what I'm saying? So whatever it is, my great grandmother, it could be anybody. You feel me? And so my whole thing is like I don't isolate myself because I don't like people. I used to didn't like people. I really didn't. But I don't isolate myself because I don't like people. I just isolate myself because I need that time to really think within and just ask myself, what, like, do you really want this? Or do you want to be in a place of where you know that you can grow? You know what I'm saying? And I can't wait to show y'all, this. I can't wait to show y'all and be able to upload all these videos and get what I need, and stuff like that, and show y'all what's really happening. You feel me? Because I want to show y'all, I want to put the video out there. I want you guys to see, and it's going to be epic. And when I say epic, it's always going to be epic. The epic videos all the time. It's going to be amazing. I'm getting my new glasses. At the end of this month, I should be getting my surgery for my mouth if I decide I want to get my wisdom teeth removed. So it's a lot going on, you know. So it's getting it's a lot, you know. It's just so many things happening all at once, and I'm just like, you know what, I'm ready to spread my wings. You feel me? And I know, like I said, I no longer have a therapist, but one thing my therapist did tell me before, because the program was actually only temporary, 30 to 90 days. She told me, she said, you got this. She said one thing people don't have when they are in therapy is awareness. If you are not aware of your actions, if you are not aware of certain things that you need to take responsibility of, then you are not going to get anywhere in therapy. And I've taken full responsibility for all my actions and things that I've done. But what I'm not going to do is allow people to make me feel like I'm such a bad person or I'm such a negative person, because in all honesty, I'm really not. I'm an amazing woman. I am a intelligent woman, and I am a woman who is very successful. Success does not come when you have the materialistic things, when you have the cars, the money, and the clothes. Success is already when you choose to make that decision to start that new chapter and to go forth with it and not look back. Success is when you follow where there is no path. Success is are when you tell yourself, you know what, this is what I want to do. When you make up in your mind exactly what it is that you want to do, that is what success is. People think success is when you have everything made and you have money and all this stuff. No, those are just I don't want to call them blessings either, because blessings, if you think about that word bless, you have less. No, absolutely not. Those, you receive all the abundance, the prosperity, the wealth. Those are the jewels, the diamonds, all of that stuff that you get is after what you've done. Those are your rewards. What makes you successful is you doing what it is that you need to do, what you need to put forth. That is what makes you successful. And if people say otherwise, then baby, they're not successful. Because the only people who are successful are the ones who take risks, not the ones who stay in the comfortable position. Once again, the ones who become successful are the ones that take risks, not the ones that stay in a comfortable position. Because the more you are comfortable, the more you are going to just sit there and not want to do anything or experience anything new. And the one most important thing in this life is to always experience new things. I don't care. Risks need to be taken. You cannot live in this life without taking risks. You have to take a risk. You have to take a risk. You have to. You have to, baby. You just got to take a risk. Like, no cap. You really got to take a risk. You really have to take a risk. Like, I'm so freaking serious right now. Yes, I'm texting right now. Give me one second. So you have to take a risk. Okay? Oh yeah, you have to take a risk. Success is not where you stay in a comfortable position, but it's rather you taking risks. Because when we take risks, those are the people who are successful. Those are the ones. The people who slept in their cars, the people who were homeless for a couple of years until they got to where they wanted to freaking be, even if they took a risk and it was uncomfortable. They took that risk because they believed that even though I'm going where there is no path, I see I see light at the end of that path. I see it. I see it. People might be like, "Oh, I don't see that." Oh, you need to do this because you need to. I don't play it safe, baby. I don't play safe. Never have and never will because that's just my motto. Despite what people might think, that is my motto. I don't like to play it safe. Alize loves to take risks, and I'm going to continue to take risks. I'm going to continue to, even if that means I'll have to face my fears because I died in my past life of drowning. Have you ever thought that your fears is what you fear because of what's happened in your past life? Exactly. When I was in my past life, I died drowning. So now I need to face my fear on how to swim. And that's something that I'm going to do, you know. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this live. Like, comment, subscribe, and share this video to anybody. I want to let y'all know at the end of the day, before I go, I want to let y'all know something. This life is what you make it. This life is your choice. People believe in God. People believe in a God that is outside of them. I believe in the God that is within me, who is within my mind. I believe in me being the goddess and creator of my reality. People would try to change my beliefs and tell me otherwise, but you will never change my beliefs because that's what I believe and that's what I know, and I know what I believe is accurate. I don't argue with people based off of their beliefs. I never will and I never have. So at the end of the day, I am the goddess of my create. I'm the goddess of my creator. I am the goddess. I'm the creator of my reality. I create my circumstances. I create my goals. I create everything that is around me because I am in control of my life. I've always been in control of my life. Okay? So I want you to remember that at the end of the day, whatever you want, whatever you desire, you've manifested it. It's already done. If you thought of it, if you have this law of attraction journal, my friend sent me this. My friend from, I think she's from Carolina, I believe. She sent me this. This is a law of attraction journal, and I write everything in this journal that I know that's already done and already has manifested into reality. So, like I said, you guys are doing fantastic. All right, and keep doing what you need to do. And far as the medication, if you have mental illnesses, if you want to take medication, you need to remember that it can impair your driving. Okay, so remember, any medication that you take, that's you. You need to be in control of how it makes you feel. This medication makes me feel too drowsy to the point where I don't want to talk to nobody. I'm gonna keep a bit buck 150. I've been sleeping all day. That's fucking ridiculous, right? Exactly. I got shit to do. So remember, at the end of the day, I don't like to think of my mental illnesses as illnesses. I like to think of them as a superpower. All right. Peace.